The evening wind gushed through the chimes, the last sunrise slowly faltering, welcoming the opening of the Matsuri. Haru lit up the first lantern in the dim alleys. Distant chatters filled the small town, with children laughing by the seashore. The smell of rice and soy sauce filled the air. A long line awaits the old family-owned sushi shop, currently bustling with hurried preparation for the festival. Haru, a 12-year-old boy, was called by his grandmother Michiru to come help with their shop. "Child," Michiru called, "come help me make sushi." Haru obediently follows. Michiru lays out the ingredients. Haru looked blankly at the unfamiliar items with curiosity. "Watch carefully, Haru," she said. "First wet your hands, then just go with the flow." Michiru set a sheet of nori on the mat, spread a thin layer of rice over it with dampened fingers, and carefully placed the fillings: imitation crab, cucumber, soft avocado, and carrots across the center. With practiced ease, she lifted the mat and rolled it forward, firm but gentle. Until the roll was tight, she sliced it cleanly, revealing perfect little circles, each one balanced and perfect. "Like this," Michiru said, smiling. "Simple and gentle." Haru nodded. Then he placed a nori sheet clumsily, grabbing too much rice. It stuck to his finger and clumped unevenly. The fillings rolled out of place before he could tuck them in. His first attempt looked less like a roll and more like a pile. "Huh?" he muttered, cheeks burning. "It's falling apart." Michiru chuckled softly. "Shinpai nai, Haru." She guided his hands gently. "Rice is like the heart. Spread it too thick and it overwhelms. Too thin and it cannot hold. You must find balance." Haru tried again. This time, he spread the rice more evenly. The fillings slipped as he rolled, but he cut them clumsily. The roll was loose, the pieces uneven. "Every sushi has a story," Michiru said, her eyes glinting. "Even the broken ones. A clumsy piece can still feed a hungry child." Haru tried again, more gently. Despite this, he still fails, ripping the nori. His face reddens with embarrassment, and he clenches his hands in frustration, avoiding his grandmother's gaze. Michiru softened her expression, seeing her grandchild's frustration as she lays out a new nori on the makis, encouraging Haru to continue. She gently brushes his hand with hers with a warm smile, relaxing Haru's expression and loosening his grip. "Failure is an old friend, child. I met it when I was your age. It is stubborn but kind. It teaches patience." Michiru finally meets his gaze. She then glances at the nori sheet she prepared. "Try again." Haru spread the rice once more, this time more carefully. The imitation crab slid out as he rolled, but he tucked it back in. "There," Michiru said, nodding. "It is not perfect, but it is yours, and that is enough." Haru frowned, looking at the sushi rolls made by his grandmother. "But yours always looks beautiful." Michiru smiled faintly. "Do you know why I still make sushi? Not because it is perfect, but because every piece carries the hard work and dedication I gained through the years." Her words lingered as Haru worked. Slowly, his clumsiness lessened. Haru finished a roll. When sliced, the pieces held firm, the fillings visible, his chest warmed with quiet pride. Michiru watched, her smile soft. "You see, your hands are listening. One day they will tell your story too." Haru laughed shyly. Maybe I'll be as good as you. Perhaps, Michiru said, but never wish to be me. Wish to be yourself. My sushi is mine, yours will be yours. That is tradition, not copying but continuing. Time slowed inside the shop. Haru shaped sushi after sushi, each one carrying a piece of his determination. His sushi was now being served to a waiting customer, who bowed lightly before tasting. Oishi, the man said, smiling. Haru smiled, but this time with pride. His grandmother nodded in quiet approval. Haru looked out at the festival. Fireworks loudly popped in the purple sky. Firecrackers crackled. Lanterns rose into the sky like drifting stars. The crowd was amazed as the sea reflected flickers of crimson light. Children like him raced with sparklers along the shore. Michiru noticed. She read the unspoken wish in her grandson's gaze and chuckled softly. Go, she said. The sushi will wait, but the night will not. Haru bowed, slipped off his apron, and stepped through the northern curtains. The sea breeze met him as he ran toward the shore, lantern light glimmering on the waves. At the sun's edge, he paused, breath quick and his heart steady. Failure had begun his evening, but each broken piece had led him here. The beauty was never in perfection, but in trying, in learning, in becoming. Haru looked up. Lanterns drifted into the sky like fragile stars. Their light would fade, as mistakes do, but their brief glow mattered.